Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, and the Wild and Crazy Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, X, YouTube. Today, maybe you are in your car, at your office, just waking up, or maybe even just going to bed. Whenever you are, wherever you are, hope that you enjoyed this morning's show. Ice, the Coldplay. Did I mention WESPN? I did. God, I got in big trouble because I didn't do the call signs. Maybe a few weeks ago. Not sure when. Oh, programming note. My cup has lost the NAHL logo. Maybe that was by design. Maybe the league decided, you know what, you've been an ass. Can I say that word? So you cannot have our logo on your show anymore. Maybe. But if your team or league has a coffee cup and you want to send it to me, I'll use it. Coffee cups are cool. Okay, Ice the Coldplay. What does that mean? People that allow the wolves to guard the chicken house should never be surprised to find themselves missing a few cluckers. What does that mean? That's essentially how I feel about the refund policies of most pay-to-play junior hockey organizations and a lot of AAA and AA youth-level programs as well. So what we're going to talk about today may make you laugh, but under the current system is entirely possible. The Coldplay. An operator has two teams operating at two different levels of play. Maybe we'll call it Team A, Team B, League A, League B, whatever they want to call it. The Prospects League, or whatever they want to say it is. And he heavily recruits players from all over the continent and around the globe. 60 players are lured to the organization because the top team does pretty well. They pay $15,000 a year apiece, with almost all of that money being collected by December 1st. This doesn't include the additional equipment deposit, the equipment fees, the swag fees, all the things that are required to buy. Most of the time, all Tier 3 teams or pay-to-play teams won't include that cost. And even a few North American Hockey League teams, Kenai River, might be asking for such a fee. This does not include what it costs for billet cost or housing cost. So 45 of the 60 players are then rotated between those two teams during the first few months of the season. Lines are changed almost daily, while additional players continue to filter in as they fall down from higher level leagues. Just after the first weekend of December, remember, when all the fees are already paid, 20 of the players are called into the coach's office after practice and are asked to turn in their gear and are issued a refund that equals about 25% of the team fee for the year. Hearts are broken, a few handshakes, and off those kids go. The next week, 5 more players show up. They're added to the roster at 75% of that $15,000 fee. Well, another complete line is added. Those kids aren't paying a thing. Is this really a possibility? Yes, and it is the ultimate Coldplay. We see this every year. We see teams that have two clubs that will offer everybody on the planet a contract in April and May and June and July. If you have a heartbeat and a pair of skates, you can play on this particular club. Yes, they have palm trees and beaches, and they get to go golfing before practice and maybe the beach after practice, but they have an easy time recruiting 60, 70 kids for two teams. Long ago, back in my day, which wasn't really that long ago, there was a such thing called tier standards in USA Hockey, where all the leagues came together and created a set of standards for Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Tier 1 was the USHL. They had their standards of operation. Tier 2 was the North American Hockey League. They had their standards of operation. And Tier 3 was all the pay-to-play leagues. Well, that was all fine and dandy until there was only one pay-to-play league left under USA Hockey. So those standards were eliminated or are nowhere to be found. They used to be in the annual guide for USA Hockey, and now they're long gone. Disappeared. So I think that teams should do a better job of recruiting and living up to their end of the deal. If you're going to recruit a player and take his money, if he's good enough for you to take his money, then you should be obligated to play that player a set percentage of the ice time for the rest of the year. Take his money, he plays. The league that actually begins to implement something like this, maybe it's going to be the EHL's second group or the USPHL's third group, the elite level. But for the league that actually says, if you pay, you are going to play. No matter what, it's guaranteed. Now, if here's a disciplinary problem, maybe teams are off the hook. If you're injured, that doesn't count. But you're going to play a third of the time, a fourth of the minutes, guaranteed, if you're paying to play at those lower level programs. Why would a league not do that? Why would a league not put that in writing? Why would you sign or allow a team to sign 6 goalies? That's stealing from 3 kids. That's all there is to it. You're just stealing money. There's a team in Illinois during COVID. My goodness, they had 8 or 9 goalies over the course of the season. It was ludicrous. Look at you guys want to set yourself apart and you want to use numbers to pay for your programs. I get it. I don't think parents are going to mind if you run a smaller roster but charge more money if it means that little Johnny is going to play, especially at these lower level programs or lower level teams you guys are putting together. If you're putting together a money team to make money to cover the budget of your top program, then charge more and make sure the kids get more. It's going to cost you overall less money to operate if you run 20-man roster and you're getting $20,000 a kid. You're making more money and your costs are far less. What a concept. You can actually be somewhat economically feasible as a program. The first league that does this will be ahead of the pack. I dare you. If you do it, I'll celebrate it. All right. Till tomorrow. Hope that you enjoy your morning coffee. Send me my swag.